I just think that materialism and creativity have its mysterious waves. And I don't think the goal is to ride those waves. I think the goal is to keep on creating and keeping authentic and break ground until the industry of materialism is quenched and we look for the creative to support, you know.
I love that theory.
Mm.
When will it ever be quenched? Because it feels like it's getting more and more.
Yes.
Well, it's also difficult. I mean, I struggle with this because as a creative, I think whenever money is introduced into the equation, it changes things, you know,
Yes.
because for me, I had a lot of freedom. I had more freedom to make whatever I wanted to make and do whatever I wanted to do before I experienced financial success with a certain product or with a certain thing. Because then you try to feed the thing that's paying your bills and you're not as free. And so it's a constant being able to check in with yourself to really be true to yourself rather than be true to the thing that you think will be financially beneficial.
You almost have to get to a point, like I got to do that with music videos and like photos. I got to that point where I got to the point of delivering photos where I just there was no creative. It was like, I'm going to do my thing and I'm going to give it to you. And then that became music videos, like, you know, with the balance of like, you want to make sure you're delivering something always. I always made sure I did that. Like that was my always goals, to like at least complement a song, not take away from it, and hopefully add. But
which you did.
Thank you. But you know, and then I did that on the photo side, and then you get, you know, on the video side, and then you want to do the same thing with film, but it's a lot more moving parts, it's a lot more money, it's a lot more different energies of people whose control is like, that's why I'm saying the film thing is just like, I need to figure out a way that now I can, I'm in that weird position where I put something out that I'm proud of and I'm really happy with it. But, and sure, people are responding to it. And, but like, I'm not in a position now where I can go do another one and make it how I want to make it. You know what I mean?
Because you're waiting for the energy to come back at you. And so once people know what you bring, then you're going to attract those kinds of financial backers who will want to see your next project through. I mean, this is the thing. That's why you are that brave, because only that will bring the right financial backing as well, except it's a giant X factor.
Right.
But it is such a natural segue from photography to film. I mean, it's so natural. Everything that Melody described in your history that led you here, that's a natural progression. It's not random or a leap. It's so very strange that the industry isn't there to receive you. Like, how exciting would that be? Wow, he's going from this to this. I can't wait to see what this guy puts out.
Yeah, that's exciting. I hope that's what I want.
Yes.
And I want it for a lot of people, you know, like I would love, like, that's what I keep, like, my thing is like storytelling. Like if somebody could just put a fund together and they would make so much, like if it is about money, give me the money. Let me try to put together good stories, because people do actually want good stories. And I feel that if you make great stories and you had a little bit of money to go with it for marketing, instead of copious amounts of money thrown at any project that's cost 50 times as much to make, like you could make 30 of those and at least place your bet on 20 of them being really great and making, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
let's start focusing on great storytelling and giving great young, any voices, just great new voices, the ability to make things. And I feel that even financially, they could make a lot more money. Like everyone could win if people just took the bet on
on something new versus just repeating a formula that to them is guaranteed.
Yeah, and you have to be smart too. Like, of course, like that's what I'm saying. Like, $20 million, do 10 $2 million films. My film was $2 million.
Mhm.
Like, one film for the, is 200 million.
Yeah.
Forget about that. Just give me
Dude,
20 and make,
wow.
some of Hype Williams's music videos were more than that.
yeah, there were a couple million. Yeah, legendary. He flex, major flex, hype flex. But yeah, you could really make some, and just great stories. If the writing is good and it's a beautiful script and it tells a great story,
Mhm.
that's what people should be looking for.
Absolutely.